everybody, this is Chris from KRC Creations. I'm just coming to you to show you the soap cupcakes that I made last night. And yeah, I'm sorry about filming this sideways. I don't know what the heck I was thinking about, but this is the way that it came out. But what I wanted to do is I've never filmed a video with me actually demonstrating my soaping techniques. I usually come to you and show you what I have already done, but I wanted to show you my piping techniques. I absolutely adore piping. I wish I could pipe everything, but that's not possible. But I made these cupcakes last night and I named them Sugar Honey Iced Tea. The reason being, they're made with real honey. There's going to be some sugar on them when I decorate them. Also, it's fragranced in iced tea. And the reason why I named it Sugar Honey Iced Tea, because in the South, you have the Southern Belles. They wouldn't curse at all, and when they had to say a curse word such as shit, they would say sugar honey iced tea instead of saying the whole word. So I thought that was really cute, and it went very well with this cupcake. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm showing you my piping technique. Now I pipe with a bag and a tip. I have worked on my technique. I brought some other tools. I brought the Wilton Professional piping tube, and I just didn't like that one. It didn't give me as much control as the bag does. So I am a bag fan. With my piping, what I do is I put a little blob in the center, and then I just go right around that blob, giving it height and on top of itself, giving their the frosting look of the soap. Now, there's many techniques out there. Some people do double layer, triple layers to get the height of their cupcakes. Karen, she is a master at that double layer technique. But, that's just not as comfortable for me. And I figure, you take your technique, you figure out your technique, you practice your technique, and you may come across somebody doing something completely different, and you can admire that technique and really, really like it, as I do with Karen from Eden Secret. But it's not my technique. It's not something that I'm comfortable with, and my technique works for me. And if your technique works for you, that's what you should do. It's your product. So, that's my soapbox kind of rendition on that. But here what I'm doing is I'm refilling my piping bag. I hate this process because at the beginning, when the piping bag is empty, I put it in a glass mason jar, and it's easy to get all the soap in there. But when you have to reload the piping bag, it's kind of messy. That's the only part that I hate. But other than that, I'm cool with it. I love using soap bags, and if I find a great tip right now for my cupcakes, I'm really only using 3 different tips. I've tried a few of them, but I'm using just 3 right now. I actually bought a whole kit of 40 tips, and yeah, overkill. But yeah, here, this is something that sometimes happens when you refill your bag. You may get an air pocket, but don't worry, just go right over it and it will cover everything up. And that's why I love piping. It's forgiving, it's classic, it's beautiful, and I just love it. It just makes the soaps look really, really, really pretty. One thing with soaping and piping soap, you got to be careful or be sure that your soap has set up. Otherwise, you won't get that kind of crisp frosting look that you want, because it actually looks like frosting. Otherwise, you'll get kind of like a little like mushy look, and that's okay if you like that, but I like that really crisp edge that comes out of the side of the tip. So yeah, I was really fortunate with this batch because I was able to calculate exactly how many cupcakes and leave enough soap to frost the top. So I have 18 cupcakes here, and I had just enough frosting to do all 18 with just a tiny, tiny bit left over. And what I did with the tiny, tiny bit, I don't like to waste. And a lot of my soaping sisters don't like to waste either. I took an old, well, one of my mistakes when I tried to create a cupcake out of the Chanel, and I used the color. There it was right there. That turned it brown. So I just put some of this topping on top of it, and I'll use that for myself. But that's what I did off camera. But yeah, here is my cupcakes, and I will come back with another video showing you them all decorated and in their Sunday best, so to speak. And I thank you guys for walking with me on this soaping journey. It's been a blast, and I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.